the last time we saw the Guardians and Thor, they were together going into space after Avengers Endgame. Now, of course, the next two films will each go in a separate way to continue the individual journeys of those franchises. But there's been one big rumor out there that we might see an interesting scene that depicts a dance-off. Now, James Gunn responds to this and a little bit more. Most scoops or scene descriptions that hit the internet these days, specifically from scoopers that all retweet and share each other's info, all tends to, well, it all actually amounts to the same old thing. It's essentially wrestling basement booking 101. What can I think of that might make sense that'd be fun that the MCU could do? Here it is. A dance-off between Star-Lord and Thor to see who leads the Guardians. Yes, you guys know that that's been one. People want to see that because, you know, Avengers Endgame, the end. Who is really the leader of the Guardians? Is it Thor or is it Star-Lord? Well, James Gunn decided to respond to some of these inquiries that people have been making online in regards to this specific scene. And he said, no, that's not happening. He does kind of reply to the idea about the fun of the scene, if you will, and all that, and what they're talking about in the future of Thor and the Guardians. And more or less what James Gunn responds with is, there's not a whole lot here in terms of fan fulfillment or wish fulfillment that the fans are coming up with that we're really going to do. Now, of course, we know that the Guardians are going to be in Thor Love and Thunder, but we don't know if Thor is going to show up in Guardians 3. Maybe as a flashback or something, we just don't know. But the theory is out there, and James Gunn seems to not deny the idea, but he doesn't outright confirm it, which some people seem to be taking his replies to saying no to some of these scenes, or hey, that'd be fun, but no, nothing like that. Which makes me think that there's probably, you know, something that's going to happen in regards to Thor. Maybe a quick cameo, maybe something along those lines, but nothing more. Honestly, I think you got to get away from a lot of this fan service type, we have to do the thing that's the meme or demand. I mean, again, it made sense for like Spider-Man No Way Home with the Peter Parkers pointing at each other because that's a famous meme. But it's that same thing where people are like, well, you know what would have made the last two Avengers film good? If Tony Stark and Doctor Strange said, oh, Sherlock. Oh, no. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? Sometimes it works, and sometimes it's like, guys, that's too on the nose. That's just so stupid. I feel like having a dance-off for who the leader of the Guardians is to Thunderstruck? No. Although some people are such MCU fanboys that they literally convince themselves that the post-credit scene to Hawkeye is the best one ever just because they have to fanboy it, and not like it was a complete waste of time. Hey, you do you, though. You do you.